This video is intended purely to communicate information in accordance with the right of free speech.
Any advice given is a suggestion, and anyone seeking such advice should consult a competent professional.
All statements made in this video are my own honest opinion, and they do not represent any other person or body. As such, sharing matters covered in this video is in public interest.
Hi, fancy meeting you here in this little old place. I'm Tish, and this is Echo Echo. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. Who's your Valentine? My Valentine? It's the same every year. Me. Anyway, I don't know how long I can wear these. We shall see. So today I woke up and I had well over 1,000 followers on Instagram and spammed to the max. Like, unbelievable. Thankfully, I went to Instagram and saw that Julie Anderson has also had that happen today. So I was like, am I being bot attacked? Is this a bot attack? And then I was like Googling, can you send somebody bots to attack their account? And I couldn't find anything. But that tells me that I'm knocking on somebody's knock, 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 excuse me, knock, knock, knock. You're interrupting my money. Go away. I don't really care. Because I don't really care. Now I can go live on Instagram. Thank you. All right. We're not here to talk about Enagic, but it's coming. We've got a picture of Brody Nitro, sans beard, sans taking on this hippie. I'm outside a TP, dude. Okay. What we are here to talk about. Oh, actually, she she did give me a Valentine's Day present today. I was just looking at YouTube, which is that's my go-to place in the morning, not Instagram, not TikTok. I go to YouTube. Kristen Wyatt posted a video today. I'm like, girlie, I was just collecting content on you. You're the one, girl. And so she's given me a video to react to today. All right, we are going to have a look at some of her posts and then watch her video. So this one was from a little bit, sorry, Kristen, TDLR, not really. Used to be in Q Sciences, went to MRR, Muscle Resale Rights, pretended to make a company with soul people, but it was actually Awakened, left them, and has now joined Bellame. The longer version is that she was amongst a group of top 10 in Q Sciences. That included Brandon Stevens, who's now in lab, and we've got a Melissa Collins sighting in the wild here. Love a Melissa Collins in the wild. Um, and another lady called Brooke Lloyd, who I think she's signed up under Jesus. I think she's in the Bible downline. She's like fully Christian. Anyway, the four women, Claudia, who came from Monate, Claudia Gonzalez, Kristen Wyatt, who was number 2, Marielle Filippini. I don't think she was in the top 5 because Brittany Hitch. So it was Brittany Hitch, number 1. Number 2 was Kristen Wyatt. Number 3 was Brandon Stevens. Number 4 was either Brooke Lloyd or Claudia Gonzalez. I always forget her surname. Yeah, so they could see that shit was going down at Q Sciences, and there was the failed merger with Awakened. Well, it wasn't failed because of anything that, like, the people Awakened actually gave them a lifeline, and they fucked it. They really, really did. They could have sold, like, they didn't tell them all the full financials and stuff like that. So Awakened pulled out of that deal, and then they decided to rebrand. But they said that they closed the company. They basically ditched all their distributors and put on Kristen Wyatt, Megan Desart, Marielle Filippini, Brittany Hitch, Claudia Gonzalez, and some other people who were friends with Megan Desart. Brittany Hitch left that because she thinks manifestation is evil, and I don't know what Marielle Filippini's done, but I think she's the connection between Megan Desart but Megan Desart used to be in Awakened, left, and then came back as a rebranded Soul People, and it's like, it was just bizarre. And it was because I was in the Awakened group. One day it was Awakened, the next day it was closed, and they were telling the distributors that we are rebranding. Oh no, they said, like, we're changing. the name and da da da. They didn't say they were closing the company. They did not say that. So they fucked all their old distributors out of everything, elevated these people, and what did they do 3 months later? Left for Bellame, which was Claudia Gonzalez and Kristen Wyatt. And I've been covering Kristen Wyatt for a while, since Q Sciences, because I once saw her in a training about edification where she said, you have to talk nice about your upline. You have to introduce them and just talk them up. And that made me dislike her from day one. And she's got this super sweet voice. Oh, I just love everybody. And I'm just a mama, a boy mom. Except she's a predator, in my opinion. She only thinks about money. It's always about her best interest. But she always puts, like, whenever she's doing anything, she'll tag the husband, because she's like, oh, it's for the family. It's not just for me. Anyway, so at Bellamy, she's pushing this thing that they call omni marketing, which is definitely something that we've seen. Like, it's not a new concept from Bellamy. We've seen them talk about this, and she's talking about it as if like it's this new thing, and it really isn't. And what she's done now is she's concentrating on content. Like she's like a social media queen or something. Anyway, this is from the end of January, and she was a prolific. She used to have a very, very full YouTube, and one day that all went bye bye. Okay, so Kristen says, I archived over 1,000 posts. Yes, it took forever. Okay, I don't care. Posts of travel and building an online business that provided for my family for 10 years, making us over 7 figures. Is that important? Is that an important part of the story? Also, just one business, or did you go to 3 or 4 different places? Because she was somewhere before Key Sciences. I think it's just like Plexus or one of those ones. Post about digital products and how the course I co-created in 2024 has reached over 1.5 million in combined sales in just 1 year. Do you want to talk about that? Do you want to talk about how you had a digital course called the digital course? And basically it was just like all of the business things you could fucking Google, and you sold it to Soul People. It's not yours anymore. So people can still buy it, but you're not getting any more money for it, are you? Post about my incredible husband, who I'm obsessed with and truly enjoy being around. Has anyone ever accused you of not enjoying being around him? Post about being a boy mom. No one cares. With anxiety and just finding my way through motherhood, weight loss, and all the ups and downs that come along with it. That's when you're talking about motherhood, you get motherhood and weight loss. It's a little bit disordered. And I've literally never heard her talk about anxiety until this year or the end of last year. It's been a beautiful and fun 10 years, friends, but it's time for a rest. Over the past 6 months, I've been noticing a trend. I thought that said friend when I first read it. I'm like, oh, who's... And it was trend, you fucking idiot, Tish. Every single time I posted a super short reel, 5 seconds or less, they were the ones that took off the most. Engagement can feel so flaky, and the fact that the reels that took off the least amount of time were performing the best. It got me thinking, it is hard to read with these fucking glasses, I'll tell you. We also know that, in order to make dollars online, videos are the path for reach and closing sales. For reaching? And also, yep, live video is really popular too. That's what Bum Party does. We also know that as mamas, fuck off. It is overwhelming thinking of new ideas, posting what feels like 1,000,000 times per week, all while juggling life and parenting and some dang self-care for the love. I am confusion. So I'm going to take all the knowledge I've learned over a decade and pouring it into the one simple concept to you. That's kind of weird. You took away your entire Facebook of personal memories to turn this into a like how to make 5-second reels. The beginner, the pro, the mama, the mental health warrior, the strong woman, you introducing 5-second profits. The space is now dedicated to helping you master 5-second reels that sell without dancing, spending hours on content, or guessing what works. Because here is the truth. You don't need to go viral to make money. You don't need a massive following to build a brand. You just need a system that actually converts. So if you're ready to turn short reels into real profits, stick with me. It's about to get good. Drop maybe a click. It kind of looks like she's giving the finger from here. In the comments, if you are here for this new era, let's build this together. Hashtag 5-second profits, hashtag starting fresh, hashtag reels for business, hashtag short form sales, hashtag content that converts, new era, social selling, women who sell. No boy mom on there? That's her bread and butter, mate. And here we go. Okay, so let's, Melissa Collins, come on. I don't think that's a number I know. Yeah, again, like you're gonna turn your personal Facebook into just 5-second reels. Okay. And here we go. Melissa Collins, cited in the wild. This is in just Kristen's comments. You might want to consider starting a new account. Deleting the content won't change your score of your audience, which is the point of starting fresh. There's real power in going all in on a new account, and you might get out of the 500 to 1K views jail. She's so blunt. But that won't happen from deleting content. Oh, how does Melissa know? Yeah, I've done that. I've done numerous times and started and grown several accounts. I always have a lot of research that goes into my decisions. I forgot what that said because it was like 3 weeks ago. Melissa Collins thinks that she is the expert at fucking everything. That's so funny. Okay, so we're gonna have a look at some of these reels. This is one of her reels. How I figured out that short form content converts to more money than any other form post on this app. This is from like her other company. This is not even from here. You can probably see in front. I think this is a Soul People one. Remember when people just downloaded the app so they could put a cool filter on their photo and then upload it to Facebook? Yeah, that's how long I've been on this app. And boy, oh boy, has it changed. Did I get on Facebook because of a filter? I don't think so. Uh, I remember making my first reel late 2020 after IG had allowed us US peeps to start doing them earlier that summer. Over the past 5 years, I learned a lot about reels and mostly through trial and error. The past 6 months, something huge started to stand out to me. Short reels under 5 seconds were performing 10x better than longer ones. So I started playing with them more and more, doing similar reels, but one longer with more storytelling than one short and impactful with a strong hook. Sure enough, the short one was winning every time. That's when I realized how few people were teaching this. So I archived over 1,000 reels and started over from scratch. The sole purpose of helping you spend way less time making content and learning how to connect with simple 5-second reels. Do you think that like she's got it from somewhere, this 5-second reel thing, you know? Can we have a look at the engagement on this post, please? None. None. No likes, no comments, nada. Nada, nothing. I made over 7 figures online and then lost everything in 2024. Why did you lose everything? What do you mean? What's that mean? Where did you lose it? How? Because I saw you leave Q Sciences, right? Then you started Master Resale Rights, MRR, and then I would hazard a guess, and it's a pretty educated guess that she was given a bridge contract to go to Soul People. That's just my opinion. I know she received some money to go to Soul People. The other thing with Soul People is that when she went to Soul People, her, Claudia, and Megan Start worked on the compensation plan and worked on this, that, and the other. And they made a compensation plan that was identical, practically, to Q Sciences. A failing company, a company that is on its last legs. And then they left. The compensation plan was catered, in my opinion, for them to make the most money in the shortest time. And I think they were always going to go to Bellame. I think that they had been talking to many companies and they were going to go to Bellamy. They did this first to fill their pockets. Just my opinion. Anyway, so this was when they did their Whistler's Mother. So they did this like crosswalk where they were on the side, and it was their promotional photo for some reason. Um, so this is from pre-Soul People. She just likes to reuse her content, probably because she can't. She wants to save money on photo shoots because she had so many when they were doing MRR and then Soul People. But this is the caption. Anyone else? I knew I was high strung, but with high functioning anxiety, it can be masked and also celebrated so easily. Oh, this is convenient. That's a convenient cover. I don't think people realize in my job how fragile I actually am. People think I'm pretty resilient, but I'm not. I had a conversation about that actually yesterday with somebody who actually understands human behavior and teaching. It was leaking out. Then I became a mom and there was no hiding it. It was leaking out and I felt completely helpless. Oh, hang on, sorry, I missed that bit. She works so hard. She is such a hustler. She doesn't care what anyone thinks. Then I became a mom and there was no hiding it. It was leaking out and I felt completely helpless. Then my mom guilt sets in because perfectionism is also in high gear when you have undiagnosed anxiety. Is it diagnosed now or are you still just self-diagnosing? Because it'd be pretty shitty if you were, like talking about this as an aspect of your personality, but you still haven't had it confirmed, by a medical professional. Uh, it's overwhelming. I catch myself worrying about how my struggles might affect my kids, replaying small moments or feeling hopeless when my mind won't quiet down. Is this you too? Because I'd like to exploit it and recruit you. That's what she means. Is this you too? I just want you to know you're not alone. You are normal. Your anxiety doesn't define you, but it's okay to admit that this part of you and that it's part of you. And there will be people that truly accept you and love you regardless, especially when you are finally open with yourself and others about it. And it definitely doesn't mean you're not an amazing mom. Take a breath today and retire. Remind yourself you're doing the best you can, and that is always enough. When did you figure out you had anxiety? Question mark, question mark. Please come and talk to me because we've got this really nice skincare. It's so disingenuous. Even if she did, hey, the problem is I'm questioning whether she does have anxiety because of who she is and, like what she's used before as excuses and things like that. I think also that, I don't know, could be a bit triggering. And I don't even know if she's describing anxiety because she's just describing being worried, being worried and feeling hopeless. I think there's a bit more to it than just that, Kristen. Okay. This one is from yesterday or the day before because I got it yesterday. Dear woman who feels like she's not doing enough. The one who feels like no matter how much she gives, there's always more that needs to be done. I see you. You are carrying so much. But trying to read this, but it looks like a poem, and I'm thinking in poetry terms, and so I'm like pausing in weird places. I apologize. You are carrying so much. You are showing up in ways you don't even realize, and just because you always feel like you're crushing it doesn't mean you're falling. Well, okay. Your worth is not measured by how productive you are. Your value is not needed. So your value is not tied to how much you get done in a day. Your impact is not defined by a checklist. You're already enough. So if today feels heavy, let this be your permission to breathe, rest, and trust that you are exactly where you're meant to be. She's right. And that last one, where am I meant to be? Right here. Well, in my air-conditioned room would be nice, but right here, making anti-MLM content. I'll get them. I think there's a big appeal to women at the moment. You know, we've got a band together, all the femmes, and yeah. This was a weird picture. She's like doing hairography and flipping her hair back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. All right. You're allowed to want more. Somewhere along the way, women started to believe that wanting more meant being ungrateful, that if we dared to dream bigger, reach higher, or create something just for for ourselves, we were somehow selfish. But here's the truth, friends. Wanting more doesn't mean you don't appreciate what you have. You can love your life and still crave growth. You can be grateful and still have other goals. You can show up for everyone else and still create something just for you. Man, I wonder what hotel that is. Oh, it's Las Vegas, that's right. The women who inspire me most, they didn't settle. They believed in themselves enough to go after whatever they wanted, even if they had to fake it or not. So if you had to be brutally honest, what's one thing you secretly wish you could go after, but have been holding yourself back, or think it's too late for you? PS, right now, Bellame has statewide discounts out. I was like, I was almost getting into the grip of that story. Yeah. I was like, yeah, I should be more have powerful in myself, and shouldn't feel that societal pressure. And then, by the way, buy my products from Bellamy. Let me have this philosophical conversation, which wasn't too badly written for a change. And it's just a pitch. Just a Bellamy pitch. Yep. P.S. Right now, Bellamy has a site-wide discount that lets you start your business for free, as always. As always, according to who? According to who? And get a huge discount on your favorite products. If you've been waiting for a sign to start something for you, this is it. DM me, see Omni for the details. Yeah, that's it. Okay, vanity metrics do not equal sales. This could be number one mistake you're currently making with content. How many followers do you have, Kristen? Let's take a look. So, oh, she's got a digital course. Kristen Wyatt, digital course founder, 2,000 followers. Am I blocked by her? Maybe. I think I'm blocked, and that's why I can't go to the founder. All right. So 2,000 there. She has 8.2K followers on there. Let's see if it comes up here for me. Yeah, no, I'm blocked. Okay. She doesn't have a big following, is what I'm saying. Yeah. Vanity metrics. Oh, this is the vanity metrics thing. So let's look at her engagement. One like. One like. Okay, so the caption says, why after 10 years on this app and 7 fees earned? Lucky for you. I completely switched up my content and now my reels take way less time and way less energy. Yet they produce way more results even with crappy views. I'd say if you're not a skater, then you should not be wearing Vans, okay? I used to spend hours creating content, literally sometimes 40 minutes on one reel. And I've been doing this for years, clown face. She should have stopped there, but she didn't. And guess what? It was hit and miss with engagement, and the reels weren't making as much dollars at the time. I was putting in a lot of the time I was putting in. Never once in a week would I throw up a short reel with some odd, just turkey description. No, what am I doing? Every once in a while, I would throw up a short reel with some old footage in my phone. It's all old footage, honey. It's all old footage. Goddamn. Because I couldn't think about it anymore and just needed to get something up to be consistent. And guess what I started to realize? You guessed it. Those reels were giving me the most DMs and the most. How could this be? These reels were taking way less time and energy. They had no talking, no overthinking, no big photo shoots, and no CapCut or editing apps. Just simple, real, and a little bit of strategy once a week for 60 minutes to batch content for the whole week. The result I've been tracking for the last 6 months, and now I've exclusively pivoted to this type of content. And I have more DMs, hundreds more on my email list. My followers are finally climbing again, and that's even with low views thanks to IG. I am flawed, y'all. Lady puts out ad, it works. Imagine. Flowers for spring, groundbreaking. If content feels overwhelming, you're probably making it harder than it needs to be. I cannot wait to help more busy mamas like me make this process so much easier. Drop 5 in the comments to if you're ready to start making matters smarter, not harder. I'll make sure you don't miss out on what I've been dropping on the 3rd, 25. Girl, you already did a summer solstice release. Come off it. What's your data? Your own data? And again, look at the engagement. 1 like, 2 comments. To all those who watch my live and gossip about it, don't give up. Season 2 is about to come out. So we'll see if we can spot where these are. That's one of the photo shoots they did. Photo shoot. Q Sciences Convention. How are we up to? And again, what's the engagement? 2 comments, and 1 said, "Ooh, what's this all about?" That's it. This is her. So I wanted to go through this. It's got her engagement a little bit better. So if we have a look, nothing on that one. It's got 2 comments and a 3 and a 2. So I don't know if that means anything. This one, 2 comments. This one with her kids, no likes, no comments. Nothing in there. And some of these are repeats because I've seen that one before. This one's a new one. This one I've seen before. Another one. Yeah, that's realistic. But is she using this to sell her product? Probably. I've made over $1 million. Here's what I'd do if I had to start it all over again. Which I did. Yeah, great. It's so sloppy, you know? So this one made over $2 million, 2 likes. I have no time. Said to every mother who wants to know. But one like. Whatever you think people will reject you for, trust me when I say that will be a whole squad of people that love you for the same reason. No one cared when I was overweight or had anxiety. I still made 7 figures on this app.
Oh, but you didn't make 7 figures on this app, Kristen. You made 7 figures when you were in an MLM. You know, that's what it was. It wasn't on the app. So let's try being honest to our audience. Thank you.
Oh, 10 likes. That's a miracle. Bro. I'm going to watch I think that's as much as I want to do because I want to snooze. I want to nap. So I'm going to nap because it's Friday. It's my day off on Friday. She's back. And she's pissed off. Why is she pissed off? Because the dogs peed on my bed. One of them peed on my bed. And it happened like in seconds. It's not a common thing that happens, but it's happened twice in the past 2 weeks. So I'm not having a very happy Valentine's Day now. Freaking jerk. I suspect it was Murphy because he was the one who jumped on the bed last. The other 2 girls were sitting there nice and calmly. Good news, everybody, also. We got an OG coming back. I got a Kylie X Stevenson training. Finally, I've been waiting for her. Hey, gown, Kylie. Hopefully there wasn't a bunch of pie in my teeth then. Here we go. Bellame. January 2025 with Bellame. It's February. She released it in February. Anyway, I'm going to eat my pie while we watch this.
Hi, everybody. My name is Kristen Wyatt. I am so excited to share a little bit about this incredible brand, Bellame, with you guys. You most likely have not seen much about this brand. Even though we've been around for a few years, it's still fairly new. And this is even a newer presentation just since January of this year because we've consistently added in new products, new kind of innovation and launches. And so there's always something fun and changing. But we have a huge sale right now going on right before we lead up to Valentine's Day. We're calling it a Galentine's Day sale. And so this is kind of a perfect time to check out the
We're calling it a Galentine's Day sale, like everybody else, who watched Parks and Rec. Mm-hmm. What does she think? Does she think that she's good at marketing? I think she does. Maybe this is where I realized the theory of upline's hubris the most with Kristen Wyatt. She does think that she is like really good at all this.
brand and learn a little bit more about it. Now, a little bit about me. I actually, I have two boys. They're 4 years old and 9 years old. I've been married to my husband, Dwayne, for a while. That's actually not me in that photo. I'm sure you can see already. That's our incredible owners and CEO and president. But I actually have been in this online world and worked in online businesses for a long time now. And I never thought that it would be a primary source of income for me and my family, but we were so, so grateful that it was able to turn into that. And it was really because of companies like this. When I met Melissa Thompson, who's right here, and her husband, Scott, it just
Last year, when I met them last year. Yeah, really? But tell us how long you've been in here. This is unusual for her because she's very self-orientated. The first slide's usually about her, and she started talking about herself, but it didn't coincide with the slide because, unlike with Q Sciences, where she sort of like centered herself around the business, maybe this CEO wants to be the CEO and in charge, and has put her in a place. But also, yeah. You didn't think it could be, but Q Sciences filled your pockets, right? Until it didn't, and then soul people, and then now here, in business before them. Oh, I didn't think it could be full time. Didn't you? Because you said, who's going to be here to watch our son walk for the first time? So you wanted to make it work. You did think it could be full time. Otherwise, you wouldn't have done it.
made me so happy to know that yes, they had this vision to create a brand with really high-end products, which I'm going to get into just here in a second. High-end products that really deliver the quick results because I think people want to see results right away these days. But their biggest mission also was helping people just put milk on the table.
Have they done that? Maybe you, because you probably got a RID contract because you've managed to get the top of a compensation plan a couple of times. But what about the general person in Bellamy? We don't know for sure because they don't have an income disclosure statement. So we can't check if they're actually helping people put milk on the table. And that is a disgusting pitch because that's directly pointed at mothers. Gross.
And that was why I started an online business. I owned a traditional business. I was working.
You didn't own a traditional business. A dance school is not what people think is a traditional business. It's not a shop. Okay. It just isn't. That's what her traditional business was. Then she worked at like TK Maxx or, like a department store once she sold that. So she's been a manager. She's been the CEO or the leader of her dance school. Okay. It's not like I know I've been like the creative artistic director of my own theatre company. I know what it's like. It's not like a normal business. Okay.
70+ hour weeks. And then when I got pregnant with my first son, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to miss out on all these moments. And that was when I had to kind of like swallow this huge pill of like, what do I really want? I didn't even realize until then I really wanted to be a present parent. I wanted both of us to be able to be present parents. And so I found this world. And
I'm sorry, what did you just say? Once you got pregnant and you were pregnant, you said, I didn't even realize I wanted to be a present parent. I think there's a few people who have children who don't realize they don't want to be present parents, but that is really fucking unusual because you wanted to get pregnant. And this is her usual backhanded insult, trying to shame people who work. People who work, parents who work, are still present parents. So stop shitting on them like you always do. This is her whole spiel. Why did I say it like that? Spiel. To shame people. She loves to parent shame, this one. But isn't she so sweet? She's so sweet. She serves you up this vile, putrid dish with a little bit of sugar. So then you'll think she's sweet. I don't think she's sweet. I fucking see through it. She's gross. She's an apex predator, in my opinion. She is, she's been the top of a couple of different network marketing companies. She knows exactly what she's doing, and it's preying upon vulnerable people.
There's great products out there, but right now in this time of the world with the economy the way that it's at, people need to make a little extra income. And that was the exact situation that I was in. And so I've really just made it my mission to help share this.
That's not why you got involved in network marketing. And it was 10 years ago. You got involved because you wanted to be home to see your child walk. We've heard this before. Not to make more side hustle, you wanted to be at home. And also, so on the slide at the moment it says we deliver luxury products that deliver real results. Why did you use that's your mission statement with the word deliver in there twice? While helping people put milk on the table. They want to put mothers. Yeah, the economy is tight. All groceries have gone up in America. Kristen is pro-Trump, I think. Maybe she isn't. She's not as vocal, but I did recall that she did a engagement post about who you voting for, red or blue, like it was fucking football team. People's lives will be lost. Not hers, not anyone who's white, unless you're a white person who's going to try and protect minorities. I'll stand in front of any minority, okay? People of color, trans, gay, immigrants, undocumented people, like whatever. Come through me. Anyway, nobody needs your luxury fucking products at this time anyway. So good luck. She's not, like, she'll leave this company too, because it's definitely not one that's like going to be popular when the economy falls out, which it will. These people are in for a big surprise. I saw Tony Van Choi loving Doge, loving Elon Musk. She thinks she's such a rebel, and she's like, oh, this is anti-establishment. No, it's fucking not. He's the president and the world's richest men. They are the fucking establishment. They're just so stupid, and they think they're smart. They've got influence because they were the top of a network marketing company.
Brand with as many people that I can, because yes, you can have incredible products, and that is kind of a no-brainer. You have to have good products to be a company that's grown in revenue for 6 years straight now, one of only 20 in the world, by the way, in this industry. Of course, your products have to be good, but not every company has this incredible mission like Melissa and Scott to just help people not even necessarily replace their whole full-time income, but just be able to make that little.
That's good, because you can't promise that to everyone. Pretty sure it'd be 1%, just like every other fucking network marketing company.
Extra income that makes a huge difference. Now, you can make a couple $1,000s a month. You can replace your full-time income. There's no cap on it, but sometimes just being able to fill a tank, put milk on the table, get your kids in soccer, do a fun trip you haven't been able to do, those.
That's not a problem Kristen has. She has a lot of money because of her previous years of scamming. So she can sell you this dream, but she has no idea what it's like to actually be in need for these things, where you are choosing to feed your child instead of yourself. I don't think she's had to be in that position. So this is disgusting. And it's right on brand for her.
Things really, really matter to people these days, and they're not realistic without an extra income. So let's get into the fun part. I want to share with you guys a little bit more about our product portfolio, because we have makeup, we have hair care, we have skincare, we have a wellness category. And as a business owner, that was huge for me because I don't ever have to turn anybody away, right? Everybody uses shampoo, even if they already have another skincare line that they love. It's
Bald people with with like leukemia, they're going through chemo, or alopecia, they need different, probably, shampoo and conditioner. I use Pravana, but I don't wash my hair that much, so like, my hair care costs $100 Australian, so $50 American. Yeah, no one needs this stuff at the moment. Not when you can get it from. Don't go to Walmart. Fuck the Walmart people. Waltons, fuck them. Go to Costco. All right, people. Yeah. I mean, we also want Costco to unionize. All right, they shouldn't be killing unions. Yeah, no, you haven't got something for everybody. Disagree. And it's all overpriced crap. It's so funny. Here's the exciting part. Sure.
So we really have something for everyone. Now, in the wellness category, I personally love our cognitive energy product. I use our collagen mixed with our hydration electrolyte drink combined every single day. I love that you can mix the collagen in hot or cold water. And I love that the hydration drink, not only is it giving me, 300%, 3 times the amount that I would have just with a normal glass of water because of the electrolytes and everything that's in the formula, but they taste so good. And it's something I can actually drink every single day, which is important. And then, of course, we have a nutrient product. It's our hair, skin, and nails product. Again, something for.
Yeah, not everybody needs that. Liquid IV is cheaper. You can get cheaper collagen that is good for hot and cold. You can get all of this at a much cheaper rate. Why is it so expensive? Because so many people have to get paid off that.
For everyone. Then we have skincare. This was actually the first category of products that we ever had.
Clinical grade, I think, is a marketing term. It's not true K-beauty because it's not from Korea. The K in K-beauty stands for Korea. Bellame is an American business, I'm pretty sure. I will have to check that, but not right now because I'm eating my dinner. It's very difficult to eat my pie with these glasses on. I'm not sure there's enough tomato sauce on it. So, good luck.
With Bellame. And I love that it is clinical grade. I love that it works very fast. I'm sure you guys have all heard of K-beauty, Korean beauty. We have incredible Korean formulas, but also I love the simplicity. Every single thing about our products make it very simple to use. Our cleanser is a perfect example. It's 3-in-1. Makeup remover, mask, plus a cleanser, right? Like it.
Also, she talks about it being simple, but guess what people sold? Skincare. It was Whitney Rose from the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. She had her own skincare line and she brought it to Soul People. And Kristen really loved it. She loved that simple regimen. She talked about the toner forever. Like, oh my God, I never used toner. I never realized how great toner was. Ugh. I don't know. It just, like, how can anyone take her seriously? She's so fake. And she has said this before.
Doesn't have to be 15,000 steps. I love just being able to do my steps, being on the go, and noticing the change in my skin. Being able to do a call like this completely makeup free is revolutionary for me because I would never normally feel comfortable to do that. And so I love how quick these products work.
What? I'm sorry. When she was in Q Sciences, she never used to glam up. No way. No way. Then in Soul People, everybody had to get glam just for a Zoom meeting. I can't see her very well because of the glasses and I need like actually prescription glasses. I'm just like just tell the truth. Like what's wrong with the truth? I can be here like I've never really used much makeup, but my skin looks great.
Then, of course, we have our beauty line. It is infused with skincare as well. It's one thing to just buy pigmented products or really good makeup. I don't even wear makeup a ton, but when I do, the fact that this is infused with skincare and it's super high end and has an option for everybody, the inclusivity is so huge because, again, I don't have to turn people away. We have options for everyone, and it's the same with the hair care. Whether you have super curly hair or you have more dense hair or really thin, or long or whatever it is, we haven't had to turn people away because we actually have a hair quiz. You can go to the person who sent you this video, take the quiz, and it will tell you exactly.
Hair quiz, you say? That's crazy because I've never heard about a hair quiz before. Sorry, Enagic just came up on your screen. It was that Mick. Yeah. Skin. I mean, hair quiz. So good. I'm currently looking up the shade range for Bellamy because she said it's inclusive. I'm gonna have to take the glasses off of that because look at this, everybody. Bellamy. Enjoy 20% off on first order. That's what every website offers, to be quite honest. All right, let's keep going.
Which shampoo and conditioner to grab. Now, I could go on and on about our product suite. We have over 180 SKUs. So it's going to have to just be really fun for you to get with your friend who showed you this video and shop their site. But what I love about Bellame is that you get to shop with your friend. You get to shop a small business that it impacts their lives, their home life, their Valentine's Day, and their bottom line versus a big box store where you go to Walmart, buy a product that's probably owned by Hershey's, and you're never going to see that. It's not a full circle moment. Whereas with this, you get to shop with your friend. And not only can they help you save a ton.
I've been on mute. Okay, so the shade range is there's a large range of shades. I mean, there's a large number, 20 something, which is great, but look at the darker colors. There's like 3 darker colors, maybe 4 that somebody with like very black skin could wear. And it's $48. The like everything else is basically that's the one inclusive thing. Cognitive nootropic. Bellame shaker is $15 and the water bottle is $25 for a water bottle. Oh my god. And who's this in this photo? Oh my god, it's Claudia Gonzalez. And I'm sure that she's had no other like work done on her face or anything like that. I'm not gonna lie, I quite like the packaging. I like the packaging of that. All right. And they did ask me for 20%. Like, oh, do you want to join? Join. Oh, no. Nah. Would like a different job. The other day I was like thinking, maybe I'm not meant to be a teacher. Get to 47, nearly 48, and work that out after teaching for 20 years. Bit of a bummer.
Normally on your first order, but they also have a huge site-wide sale going on right now today that expires tonight at midnight before we even get to Valentine's Day. So yes, you will be able to get birthday savings, and there's no auto ship that's required or anything like that. We have so many perks available to you guys. Make sure you just grab their site, look at all the different categories we have, and have fun shopping, because the more you buy, the more you save, and it's an incredible promotion. Now, if you are somebody like me that maybe didn't think in a million years that you would maybe have an extra income like this with a side income, but you do need some sort of breathing room in your finances, whatever that might look like for you, because it's different for all of us. I want to talk to you a little bit about what we call Omni. Omni marketing is just our platform that that really our owner pioneered this concept for earning an income online. This is something that's very different than what you may have seen in the space, because although we have great products and although we do have a way for you to partner with our brand, kind of like an affiliate, we've taken out a lot of the confusing components that you see out there with these online brands that you have the option to partner with. For example, we never have any fees.
You're full of shit. Oh my god. So you like there's a couple of companies that don't have fees now. A lot of them are realizing that. So that's not the same. This is just network marketing. Of what does the what does the phrase omni mean anyway? Do you know what I mean? Many or both? Omnivore. I'm trying to think of the prefix. Everybody has this. There are companies that do restrict you from what else you can do. We want to help our brand partners make money, not make money off of them. Bullshit. Bullshit. This is just network marketing. This is a lie. It's just like every other pseudonym for network marketing. Because it isn't just about selling a product. It's about building a team as well, isn't it? Isn't it?
0 fees ever on anything. There is no monthly fee, no website fee, no fee to transfer your own paycheck to your own bank account. There's no yearly fee, no renewal fee, none of that. We believe, and I put it here at the bottom. I loved when our owners first said this to me, that we are trying to help our brand partners make money, not make money off of them. The company will grow and make money because we have great products that people are selling, not because we're sucking dry every single person that partners with our brand. And I just thought that level of integrity I had not seen before. You also get, you're not alone in this. And I think that's really important for people to understand. They give you a full 90 days of onboarding text messages. There's an entire university of training online.
Why only 90 days? What happens after that? Do you have to pay? Do you have to pay after that? Because then it is a cost, right?
We have digital tools for free that you have access to. There's even professional photos of all the products that they give us every single month, so you don't have to try to take your own photos at home. And my favorite part, there's no brand restrictions either. So if you have other jobs or other sales jobs or other companies that you partner with, that's okay. You can just add this to your suite and sell our shampoo and conditioner. Or I have wellness friends that share our makeup, or I have makeup and skincare friends who have with other companies that love sharing our wellness. It's something that just fits into your arsenal, so you have multiple streams of revenue coming in to help your bottom line. The way we pay out is super simple. I know don't worry, you're not expected to be able to read all these little numbers, but I just threw this up here to show you that it's so simple. It can all fit on one page. It's a one.
That's not a flex. It's okay. And also, no, it doesn't fit all on one page. I was just looking at the compensation plan. Like this thing is, but there's pages of it. Q Sciences was one page. Soul People was one page, and you spooked that as being a good thing as well. It's not a good thing. It's purposely deceptive, like, because it's so confusing. You're never going to understand it. And that's the point. They don't want you to understand it. And, like, it's just columns and numbers and blah, 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 blah. Again, she's going to talk about, you get jewelry and flowers. Pay me. I can't buy milk for the table with jewelry and fucking flowers. Pay them. Pay your reps.
Page document, and you can make up to 40% commission off of the retail dollar that you sell. I mean, think about that, being able to just have people shop. They save 20% right now site wide, and it doesn't impact your commissions, even though they're saving. You're going to get paid up to 40% on that retail dollar. And we have so many people that are on this team that sell $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month and get almost half of that right directly paid back to them the next week. Plus, yes, even though it's not required, you don't have to build a team or recruit or anything like that. There are a lot of people that want to earn an income right now. And so if you have people partner with you in this as a business, you can make up to 10%. Actually up to 13% when you get higher up in the company on your team's sales as well. So just by helping them and connecting them to the brand, you get those referral bonuses. We also have maintenance bonuses. You can reach the very, 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 very top of our pay plan just having people doing sales, and it doesn't have to be about building teams. And I just love being able to feel so seen here as well. I've never worked in a corporate job where they sent me jewelry and flowers and, knew me by name.
Are you fucking kidding me? Hang on. Because she was the fucking darling of Q Sciences.
To be about building teams, and I just love being able to feel so seen here as well. I've never worked in a corporate job where they sent me jewelry and flowers and, knew me by name.
A corporate job, because she's been the top of 2 companies. She was involved in the planning of Soul People. She was in pictures with Jake Spencer and Mark Wilson. She was at that big home. She was a member of the fucking committee. Like they had this committee. Okay, I'm looking at this compensation plan and personal generation, first generation. How do you get to the top? Okay, so the top one is presidential director, personal sales volume 500, directors first generation 8 or 12, platinum in first generation. That's a team. That's a team right there. 12 people or 8 people. That's a team. Yeah, no. Oh, look, see, there's the jewelry. $900. Leadership monthly maintenance bonus. $2,000 a month. Ooh, they do not get paid as much as. Yikes. I don't quite understand all this. We know this, if anyone understands this, but directors first generation, that is a fucking team. Look, you can get to director without a team, and that's it. That's not the top of the compensation plan. Kristen.
The owner, and it feels so special and so unique to be able to not just feel like I'm getting paid fairly for my efforts, but to also be seen and recognized. They make it a lot of fun. Speaking of fun, there are so many trips they have. I mean, you can literally earn these bucket list type trips, all inclusive, potentially just from selling products. You don't have to be a top leader or build some big team or anything like that. There are so many people on our team that are going to be going on these incredible experiences this year. And there are over 5, one has already passed, 5 experiences that you can earn on a yearly basis. So let's talk about what's next. Obviously, these sales that I mentioned, the extra 20% off, runs out tonight at midnight. This is the pack that I recommend for those of you that are looking at this from a business perspective. This is our presidential starter pack. It gives you one of almost everything, plus samples, plus the water bottle, and $100 extra of product credit that you can store and use over the next 60 days, because you're going to be so stocked up. Once something new potentially comes out or some sale happens and there's something you want to replenish, you get to use your product credit. Normally, it's already 56% off. It's only $349, even though all of this would normally be over $900. $349 with the 20%. It's $279. You're getting $100 product credit. So I don't know. Girl math is basically it's $179 because you're getting the free product credit. So thank you so much for just taking a chance to listen to this and to hear about it. I just want to encourage you, even if you don't see this aligning for you from a business perspective, reach out to your friend, say, hey, send me your link, let me look around, grab a couple items, bless them, help them grow their business. It's so special that we can support each other from a small business perspective. And
No, ma'am. You're not a small business. You're not even a business. You're not a business owner. You don't have a small business. You're not blessing your friend if you are buying their MLM product. They'll get a small commission, but you're also blessing everybody else. You're blessing the corporation that owns it. Gross. Like, so gross.
would love for you to be a part of this huge movement that we're making. So few people have even heard of this brand, and we're truly making an impact here together. So thank you guys so much, and hopefully I get to meet some of you guys soon. Bye, everybody.
So it's the next day, but let's wrap it up. Kristen, same old, using parent shaming, using mothers, preying on them, and also trying to be relatable by saying, oh, I just want to help you put milk on the table. No, you don't. Mm-mm. She wants to maintain her lifestyle. That's what it is. And is she making more money than you? Definitely. But it's not because she's a better salesperson or anything like that. She is well placed because she's been number one in 2 different companies. Well, not number one, but she's been close to the top. Close to the top, Kristen. Hey, always a bridesmaid. Anyway, this is somebody who doesn't have any ethics, no morals, somebody who speaks like their butter wouldn't melt in their mouth. They're sweet as sweet. And that's part of the problem. She comes across as being very nice, but she's not. And the whole thing about 5-second reels, what the hell? Your own engagement doesn't prove your point. What are you talking about? I do not understand how she can be selling this 5-second reel like course, not a course, she's not selling anything, but she is pushing that as her way of getting people to engage with her content. But no one's engaging. So you are speaking from no experience. Like your work is not going viral. It just isn't. Yeah. So anyway, that's Kristen. I think this is going to go out in about 20 minutes because I finished editing it. And having a Valentine's Day stream tomorrow with the Clown Town. Surprise! Exciting. All right. Thanks for watching. If you can like and subscribe, I'd appreciate that. Give some love to MLM Exit and Julie Anderson on IG and Pork Soda, MLM Unmasked, and what's Vanessa's? She's Pink Moon Witch, I think, on Instagram, and something different on YouTube that I cannot remember off the top of my head. Anyway, we've all been targeted by Enagic. They're sending bots our way, and it's weird. Also, we're getting physically threatened by Enagic. Some people from Enagic. Oh, I'm going to send that to compliance. Anyway, thanks. Stay cool, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.